What's happening? Red Pill Fight Club is M&B back to see you. Yes, that's right. Back to see you all. So I'm Kang Bear, the toe of the house, Red Pill first of my name. It's time for you to raise the chalice, raise the glass, and sup until the red pills come out of your ass. Exit only, lefties. Yes, indeed. What do we say? Newt, raise that glass. Here we go. Yeah, deliciousness. Here we go. The invisible glass. Goods to see all of yous. Let's see who's in the chiz. And we'll bounce away from me. Yeah. So they should be able to hear you. Say hello. Let me try that again. Let me fix it. I'll click on you again. Pop, pop. One moment. There you go.
Can you give me a 5x5?
Got him a 5x5, everybody. We got Sim a 5x5. We got him in, got him piped in. He is in now. So, everybody say hello to Newt. So, I got my intro in. Time for Newt. Tell them who you is, who you am, who you be, where they can find you, and why.
Oh, I am BR Newt, known as Newt. I'm a moderator on MAGA Mornings with Alan Jacoby. I'm also a co-host on the podcast Conversations at the Dinner Table with Jonathan Allen. We're on Thursday night to 6:30 to 7:30. We're the creeps to raid into you guys.
That is good stuff. So, Newt's coming. He's filling in tonight for Speak. As you know, from the Dan Bongino Show in the McGroin Nation. That's right. Newt has been part of the McGroins when the McGroins were rolling strong. But good to see everybody. Like, Dear Sarge is in the chat. Chizity chat. Dear Sarge is in the chat. Gotcha. We see you. Yeah, good to see you, brother. Have a good work. He says, I'm working and lurking. I'm here in spirit. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. We got Astro and Wood Geek and Russ Savage earlier.
My brother.
Then, of course, we had the Goddess 001. And we also we had Mama Bear and Fringe and everybody watching. We had about the same amount of people watching the game stream I did today.
Yeah, dude. I saw it up to like 15, 16 people at one time.
Yeah, I bounced it over and it got up to like 22. I took these little screenshots.
Nice.
I took a little screenshot showing the corner, which has got the date, the time, and the view count at that moment. So it gives me a good idea of what is going on out in the world, everybody. What the world is getting out there. So it looks like we got good. I'm going to pop this chat out. And then I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to move this on over. Boom. Well, I want to thank all of you for tuning in for this Monday edition of the MAGA Mayhem. It's the Monday Madness edition. We're going to go through the scroll show, do a stream of consciousness show, as we always do. Yeah, you can hear the good background sound, good volume on us. We're 5x5x5. And let me know if you guys can all hear this as well. Here we go. No, you can't. It's Discord audio. I got to get that set up. So we got to go right back. I'm going to go. Let's see here. I have got to.
What's up, Duncan? And Big Balls McGroin are in the house.
Chrome sound. I got to put that in there. And then we got a target on the Chrome. Home X. Okay.
Did we start? Keep voting for Trump?
No, I said the church is safe.
Okay, because I will kill him.
I see. So what we got here is a church in Dallas, Texas drag show threatens to kill Trump supporters. Hear this again.
This was afterwards. This was after the church service.
Right. So, pretty disgusting. But a church in Dallas, Texas held. So inside the church, we got to unpack that first and foremost. Inside of a church, you're going to get me hot.
Introduced by the bishop.
Bishop would get the big slam of power. They would get. My rook would have to take their bishop. If I got a rook, then speaking of rooks, we got a few people that don't got a rook. If you guys want to make sure we fill them holes in the wall, look like Sarge didn't have his. Make sure you got to go Kasking and Kagao, and you got to drop them gifts. If you don't want it, you get yourself one. So y'all dunk into that rook bag and get yourself a rook. If not, maybe there could be a party favor going out to you tonight. The red rook wall must be maintained. It must groweth. So let's get on that, everybody. Help support the show. That's the most direct way you can actually help me is with the rooks. Honestly, it is. Everything else you can do, but it takes a lot longer for all that. Rooks materialize every month for me. Make sure we're doing them. Please click on them, and that will help out the Kang keep afloat. Because I'm not just doing this show. I'm doing a show Monday through Friday. Plus, I'm doing a good gaming stream with Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected. And we'll be adding more and more people to the gaming show. Plus, I'm doing the panel show with Rev. Plus, I'm also doing the spaces with Thomas Leaguer for the Victims of Weaponized Government. And I'm writing for Boiling Point Live while also producing all of my 24-hour music stream that you guys get to enjoy. Plus, all my short-form content, 35 to 50 second long. And the replays at 100 and... Yummy. What was it?
So you really aren't doing anything then, huh?
No, I'm not putting any
You're
effort
just being
in
lazy?
whatsoever. Just waiting. I just want it to happen. I want to sit there. Give me subscribers. No, my follower count's going up and up and up and up and up. And it was just back in October. I was at 900, and a naysayer said, "You'll never break 1,000 because you're new." I was like, okay. Well, what happened? We're at 1,100 now. So I'm like, look, we're only in like early February, barely mid-February, and we're already at 1,100. Look, shh. Maybe sometimes it's best. I was gaining a follower almost every day. I was like, congratulations. I broke more than a follower a day to add 200 followers in that amount of time. So people are like, yeah, you do you. If you focus on what you and your goals are and less about what other people are doing, you wind up with a situation where you become successful at those goals. This is very simple. And this is what the lefties that are watching Elon not understand. Why is Elon allowed to do this? Because he is successful. Why? Because he was allowed to focus on his own goals and his own shit and actually build it on his own while you stayed at home and ate chicken tendies and stovetop. You complained about the world being unfair and you were have to have a handout one way or the other. You spent a day in narcotic-induced psychosis. You spent all your time complaining on the internet and hating on people, following them around and trying to stop them from being successful. That's what losers do. That's why we're hearing all the fucking Democrats about what Elon Musk is doing.
Yep.
When successful people, I can't say that word successfully, but apparently when successful people become successful, it's because of their own steam. Claiming that Elon was just handed money for... No, he wasn't. He used to own PayPal. I think he was the one that created the fucking thing, or at least he bought it off of somebody, made it into something big. One of the two happened. Both of those things are smart dude shit. When you fuck with smart dudes, you get to go fuck yourself money. And that's what he's got. And now he has a position in the government where he's making people like this drag queen because someone in the audience might have voted Trump. They didn't, but they might have. Let's listen to it again. And then we can argue about it.
By the way, if any of y'all voted for Trump, please don't tell us. No, don't tell us. Or do, and do y'all sacrifice? Do y'all do that? Did we starve?
Whoa.
He voted for Trump?
No, I said the church and state.
Okay, because I will kill him.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm scared.
That's only half the video. So they asked if you sacrifice. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are going to mean, she means a demonic baby sacrifice. What did God ask Isaac to do?
Decide between his
Jacob.
two sons.
Was it Jacob? That he asked him
Yes.
to sacrifice his son
I
Isaac?
believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked Isaac to say, yeah, sure, you can kill me. I want us to grasp in the Bible, when the very first thing I know a lot of people on the right are going to go, oh, they made demon sacrifice. Probably so, with the demonic lighting they have going on with this witch. With the fact that they have this man in a dress defiling a church. Right after church services, they then allowed him to come out and do a drag show and rub them being a Christian in their faces. A man with a sexual fetish of appearing in public in drag. This is a sexual fetish that this man has turned into a career. He gets and makes money to come out and do these things. He's being paid to be here. I'll be just as pissed off seeing this dude walk into my church, stand at a diocese and start doing this shit, stand at the fucking podium, stand by the fucking tabernacle and think that he could sit there and say this shit as I would if you sent Bernie Sanders, or if you sent AOC, or if you sent Arnold, or even Jesse the Body, because all these guys represent things that I don't like. So it's not the fact that this is a drag queen. It is bad enough you're allowing the drag queen to do the drag queen thing in the church. That's the first order of business I have with you. I'm going to be like, hello, McFly, hello. This shouldn't happen. Home. If you had a communist come in, I'd raise the same stink. It's less about this guy getting his dress on and getting up there, because drag shows at drag clubs that you choose to go to are actually quite entertaining when they used to be that in the 1990s. It used to be a thing in Charleston that all of us, our girlfriends always wanted to go to the drag show because that was the only thing that they had that got anything close to seeing those kind of performers. They would have Donna Summer and shit. They did female impersonation. It was not considered to be that. They had dudes up there doing female impersonation, comedy, singing, and dance routines, and it was entertainment. That belonged in that club. Like if I went to a strip club and women were shooting cherries out of their assholes, that belongs in that club. It doesn't belong in church. I'd be just as pissed off if it was some straight white girl coming and shooting cherries out of her asshole in the church. I'd be just as absurdly pissed off that you would allow this obscenity to happen in the first place, let alone them tell me that, oh, well, we can just kill it as a blood sacrifice any Trump supporter we see. Because I'm in a church, and churches, they do sacrifice. So when someone says blah, 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 why do you call it the sacrament? Because it's sacrificial. You're sacrificing some bread and some wine that transmogrifies, it becomes transubstantiated into the blood and body of Christ. And then you consume him. That's cannibalism on top of that. And we don't think of it that way, but that's literally what that is. I'm consuming Christ's body and blood metaphysically to become immortal just like him. But you bring this creature in here to twist what the sacrifice means, what the sacrament means, what the transubstantiation means, and then they do this to then threaten people that they don't like politically. We don't live in Aztecia where they're cutting babies out of women and da-da-da-da-da, kill the baby too, and now I got even more power, and hopefully the sun will let us grow our crops. We don't need that type of savagery here. But with this creature, she's offering it, it's offering it, he's offering it. What do you want to call this person? This performer is the same as if a comic show. This is a comic in drag. That's all this is. It's a dude dressed up as a woman trying to do comedy. And they're going to get in here. If a Jerry Seinfeld got in there, said the same thing, I said, dude, as a religious minority yourself, and that's supposedly a conservative religious minority, what the fuck are you doing? If Jerry Seinfeld, I'd be just pissed off. If Pope Francis said it, I'd be pissed off.
This gets even worse because this is the show portion of it.
It's supposed to be the fun
portion. The video I saw was just where they were coming in. There's kids in that crowd.
Boom. Another problem there. Now we're knowing more. You remember the drag queen that went to that? They had another open the drag. That's basically what I told you. When you go to a drag show in a drag bar, you go where you want that. You expect to see that. It's like going to the drag races and then wondering why there's people driving cars in a circle, and why there's the air smell of exhaust, and why are people drinking beer, eating peanuts and hot dogs and being rowdy and listening to country music. You knew you were going to NASCAR, you retard. It's like going to go watch basketball. Why are these guys running around with the squeaky sneakers? Why are they throwing that ball in the hoop? Why are they elbowing each other and getting mad and crying when they fall down like that LeBron one?
Yeah.
Why do
Right.
all their jerseys say made by slave labor in China? Shots fired! My God. Oh my God. I just caused some of you in the chat.
These
Emotional
brick-and-mortar
damage.
churches, they're, I don't know. Something's going on.
What's that?
I said these brick and mortar churches,
Right.
something's going on. I mean, they've lost the way to allow this kind of stuff to happen.
It's absurd. And it shouldn't happen. And it's the thing that we need to speak out about. You know, but none of them tell us that, oh, it's just burlesque.
But it's bigger than that. I mean, we just caught the Catholic Church with their hands in the
Cookie jar?
United States Treasury cookie jar.
Correct. We just found out that a bishop had his hands and was taking mass amounts of money out. I think it was a bishop.
Yeah, the Catholic.
Was it the Pope that got caught doing it?
Yeah.
And it was a bishop that spoke out and whistle blew.
Yeah.
Like 70 some odd $1 million to this Pope Francis.
Well, what about the $42.1 million from the USAID that Catholic Services got?
Right.
And they were funding abortions and stuff over in South Africa.
Fucking insanity. So let's continue with the insanity. Our churches need an enema. Clearly, our churches are in need of an enema. Here we go.
I went down to Austin like a year and a half ago with some other drag queens to, fist fight Greg Abbott, but he wouldn't stand up and fight me.
That's funny.
And I'll be honest, I think the easiest thing that we can do with the money that we raise is just take away those wheelchair ramps and just not let him have access to the floor.
Oh, okay, I see. So the guy, Abbott, is in a wheelchair. First she says, you'll fight me. Then she says, what? Let's take away the wheelchair.
He won't stand up. Yeah, he won't stand up and fight me.
Mocking someone's
The
disability.
guy's a paraplegic.
Right. Making fun of his disability. I want to say hello to Cancer Crab 7 in the chat. Came in with Goddess001. Mama Bear in the chat. Astro in the chat as well. If I missed you, put RR for a real retard. RR for a real retard. But good, we try to pay attention to the chat as best we can. As you notice, we have a nice, chill, calm chat with no ring or screaming, no screaming burgers. You know,
It's
so
a
nice.
family.
It's not family friendly at all. Our show is not family friendly. We do say fucking cunt a lot. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and say that this drag queen, I'm going to hit that soundboard. Here she is.
You're a cunt.
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 You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt. So this drag queen is cunt of the week, and we're only on day one. We're only on day one. Cunt of the week identified. So if you want to be on the panel show, when we talk about these kind of things, I'm considering opening up one of my nights to being a panel show. And I'm considering it. Maybe the walk-in in the woods Wednesday. Not all guests are appropriate for what we talk about. Don't worry. If you want on the show, but you don't get an invite, if you want on the show and it's a no for whatever reason, don't take it personal. It's me. You don't quite fit that particular panel because there's other panels we would like to talk to people about. Because if you want to talk about like the Cthulhu mythos and shit like that, I'm supposed to be talking to this other fella about doing that. I'm going to do that too. But I got lots of people that I'm still collabing with, and I like to collab. I like to have a good time for everybody. So you'll see more of Kang as we go on. There's going to be more on this fucking demonic thing. We can't even get off the first fucking video. We're still on the first video, a half hour into the show. Well, that's where
This
it's
is
got
the
to
subject thing to just set you right off.
Well, I love the chat. The
Fire!
look at the chat. We got a Yafudi rage. Kinesi has raided. He's brought in Timothy Tinkle F. Timothy Tinkle. If we got Therapy Orange in the chat, Paul. Therapy Oranges. Let me say hello to the new people that came in.
Therapy range. What's going on, bud?
Paul, good to see you, brother. And Kinesi has
And
raided
Woogie.
us. Yeah. Kneezy, don't
Kneezy,
forget
Kneezy.
Easy and Speezy. Mazageezy. Good to see you, brother. All right, as you guys file in FF, if I do miss you, don't forget this show is also, we're going to target this, is brought to you, of course, by BowlingPoint.live. Everybody, you can go there, get all your newses. I put another article out. I write every day. I take one day off a week, and it just depends on what day I want. I don't have a set day I take off. I always take one day off a week. You got to have one day. Try to make that Sundays where it's no work, because writing articles is work. It takes time to prep. And then, of course, you got to get your spell checks, your syntax, all the other shit, too. And there are tools that can really help you move it along, but you got to come up with a good idea and a good subject. And a lot of times it's like, hey, go and pay attention to what other folks are fucking talking about. Start looking into it. So we got a bunch of new shit. Content creators page.
Letting you know. No, I'm just letting you
All
know
the
that
content
private
creators
property
pages.
To get towed out of here.
Did you give us a good old mute there, Newt?
What's that?
You got a lot of background sound, so you might have to do the whole
Yeah,
mute,
the voice.
unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we got right here, content creators page, of course, got BowlingPoint.live Therapy Range, who's in the chat right now, myself in the chat. Yeah. No drag, no drama. Wood Geek, Kneezy, Speak the Truth, The Growing, Thomas Leaguer, and Dean, and we are the show. You will see all of these people. No, Therapy Range, she's not talking about you. We were talking about some cunt we just saw on the channel. Ain't no one beefing in my chat. No, she was referring to what she saw on the screen. There was a fucktard we just showed. Thank you for coming in. We showed you there was a fucktard here on the Twitter. There's drag queen here who is in a Texas church is talking about killing Trump supporters and sacrificing them to, I guess, Satan in the church.
Well,
I can only assume Satan. So they won
while kids are sitting in the audience.
While children are sitting in the audience, and that person won the cunt of the week, and we played this. We played this right here.
You're a cunt.
You're a cunt. You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
So we just did that. So you came in on the tail end of that conversation. So no one's talking to you. They're talking about that. All right, so anyhow, we got here the Texas Family Project, just simply shitting the bed completely, bringing in a demonic drag queen to talk about human sacrifice in a church.
This wasn't the Texas Family Project, by the way. They're the ones that videotaped this to put it out into the public.
Right. I get it. So they're the ones that actually put this out there and showed people what's going on. They're the whistleblowers?
Yeah. Whistleblowers.
Thank you for clarifying that, too. It's just why we talk to people that are in the know. So Newt's a producer as well. He produces and also is a content creator, plus also is a moderator. You'll see Newt with many badges, many places. Newt's in my chat with a badge, too. He is heavy with that band hammer, and then I'll say, hey, what'd you think of that guy? I said, oh, that was one of my friends. You can bring him back. Okay. What was that guy?
I've learned how to control my band hammer.
Oh, that guy was bad. Thank you for nuking him. But I like to always screenshot the ring first and then ban. I'm asking all of my mods, if we get any retards spamming retarded shit in the chat, let them spam it and then screenshot it. And then nuke it.
And then drop the hammer.
Right. Let them fill at least an entire fucking chat worth. We've had those little chat worths that come in and fill a chat worth of rees about Kang or some bullshit. I let them do it in the chat. Might take him 10, 15 minutes.
And you're like my man, Alan.
No,
the show talks back.
Let him read. Let me say, fuck you. Now, screenshot it now for my archive. Put it in my fucking trophy room. And then after that, then nuke him. You get one fucking screen worth of reads. It might take you 10 minutes to get there, bitch. But that's all you gonna get. We'll make you infamous. Like
famous.
Not even like Spider-Man. You remember that Spider-Man Sam Raimi's? He knows, I won't make him famous, I'll make him infamous. Remember J. Jonah Jameson? I'll get you, Spider-Man! That's a pretty good impression of that guy, I think. I think I do a pretty good impression of him.
It's really pretty good.
He's a crook. He was probably robbing that bank. Blood pressure. What? Your wife wants to know blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. Whatever, sheepest. He's such a fucking prick. He's such a prick, man. He's such a prick. Bad Kang did why no nada. It says then you could be the Orange Man bad. People have Kang derangement syndrome. It's Kang Man bad. Like there's Trump derangement syndrome. There is Kang derangement syndrome. Moving on, we got to scroll through.
The brown bear bad.
Brown bear bad. Oh my God. What's going on here? CBS joined German police to conduct a raid on a citizen for posting a meme.
Yeah. Yeah,
Germany.
they said Vice President Vance was lying when he called him out on censoring him.
Yeah, they said Vance was being hyperbolic, evil, white, supreme, and mean by saying that the German government did not allow free speech. Look, Hitler won. You guys think that we beat the Nazis? We did not. Know what happened? We were too busy. Yes, we were too busy fighting with the Russians. They told us they were the biggest, the baddest, and the meanest, and it turns out, we had a long fucking, I want to unpack this. They had a long fucking space race in the Cold War, but while Germany was saying, defeated the third time, I think we'll do this now. We'll build the new Fourth Reich, but we'll do it under the auspices of the EU. We'll run it out of Brussels. We'll be Mama Merkel instead of Führer Hitler. Be Merkel. Merkel, Führer Merkel. That's exactly what's happening. They have a new Führer, and it's Mama Merkel. Now, she's controlled by the WEF with the Sith Lord himself, Klaus Schwab, the real leader of this shit.
The devil.
They have now instituted every single draconian speech law. It's a hate crime to even glance at a person of color in Germany and not go, wow. If that person stands there and decides to punch you in the face because they don't like white people, you can't charge them with a hate crime. They charge you for disturbing the sanctity of the brown person's space, even to be positive. It's insane. It's evil.
I think the worst one that I heard was this girl got raped by a bunch of Muslims. She came out and her father was there. And they ended up arresting the father and the daughter. And let those rapists go. Because she was being a racist.
By screaming, save me, save me, save me from Ali at the snack bar or whatever. She said a mean word about the men that raped her. How dare you! Go right to the gulag! It's the same thing. So the Nazis won ideologically over there in England. They are now instituting an authoritarian, totalitarian regime. The fascism was the vehicle to get there. Like communism is the vehicle to get there. Fascism and communism are just vehicles in which to get to a totalitarian, authoritarian regime. You get to authoritarian, then you get to totalitarian. Totalitarian is above authoritarian, where they already have all the power of fascism, all the power of authoritarianism, and now they tell you what to say, what to do, what to think, and how to feel. And we were told that this was not happening. Me and Newt and everybody in this chat have brains enough to know this has been going on for decades. We know this was the end result of World War II being won by us, the Allies, when we didn't pay attention that Germany was just going to regroup again and their fascism to return into authoritarianism, and now it's turned into totalitarianism. It's just a matter of time.
And under the guise of the European Union, it's spreading across the whole continent.
They don't have to invade with tanks and bombs. They simply include you in the European Union, give you the euro to control your monetary system. Now they got you by the balls.
Yep.
The Nazi Party reformed again, formed this brand new fucking progressive assholes, and then did what? Now they're instituting the same fucking speech controls, thought control. When all the other assholes are sitting there with their fucking Roman salute, I'm the dude doing this. I'm the first one they grab and throw into a gulag. I'm the first one that disappears into a camp. I'm the first person, but no one remembers me. Because
and you and I won't ever be able to bring our wives to Europe after this show, by the way.
Of course
because they will have arrest warrants for us.
That's right. How dare you criticize our totalitarian bullshit? So UK is the same. UK is the same. They got that going on too. So we're going to play this video. This is from Elon Musk. Thank the Lord America has freedom of speech. Here it is in Germany.
It's 6:01 on a Tuesday morning, and we were with state police as they raided this apartment in northwest Germany.
Hier ist die Polizei, wir mussten bitte mal mit Ihnen reden.
Inside, 6 armed officers searched a suspect's home, then seized
Armed.
his laptop and
Armed.
cell phone. Prosecutors say those electronics may have been used to commit a crime.
What? Did he hack into someone's account and steal their money? Did he steal the money from the milk money from the school by hacking into the school's database and getting access to the milk money machine and spitting out all the money?
Worse.
No, what did he do? Did he call?
Did worse.
What did he do? Did he say, "Go home, immigrant"?
He shared a meme.
Did the meme make fun of somebody in a racially charged way or sexually charged way? Did it criticize immigration and say "out home afuera"? Did it say something to that? Yeah, or did it say "into the gas chamber"? I mean, what did it say? Was it a call to violence? "I coming to get your head. I'm coming to take your head." Or what was it?
It was probably a Dilly meme.
Oh, okay. In other words, not a call for violence and not some Hitler bullshit. I got you.
No.
Let's let it continue because Dilly's got good shit, and Dilly doesn't go down either one of those roads.
Dilly's the best. Nope.
Dilly is solid people. See, you can actually criticize these policies without becoming a fucking retarded racist hater, posting these anti-Jew memes and shit. We see you. The people that do that, we see you. You poison people like us and Dilly.
Yeah.
You poison this show. You try to poison other people's too. No, fuck you. We resist your poison. You can criticize all the fucking lefty, woke, Nazi bullshit all you want to and not become a fucking, but you gotta understand it's the dirt and the earth is flat and hate the damn bombs. Casually use the N-word because you're a racist piece of shit. It's like people become nose blind to they smell. Some people become like, sound blind or hearing blind to the N-bomb. I shit you not. I watched a fucking live stream one time, and this guy was just like dropping them casually, like it was just like he was saying, "Hello there, how are you, my dude?" It was insane.
I don't fly in any chats I moderate, that's for sure.
I can send you the link. It's just weird. Just weird. Like I said, Kang derangement syndrome. Find a cure.
And we were with state police as they raided this apartment in northwest Germany.
Hier ist die Polizei, wir mussten bitte mal mit Ihnen reden.
Inside, 6 armed officers searched a suspect's home, then seized his laptop and cell phone. Prosecutors say those electronics may have been used to commit a crime. The crime, posting a racist cartoon online. At the exact same time across Germany, more than 50 similar raids played out. Part of what prosecutors say is a coordinated effort to curb online hate speech in Germany. It's 6:01 on a Tuesday morning, and we were with state police as they raided.
So, you should not be arrested for posting racist shit on the internet. You should be socially ostracized.
It's the way it used to be.
You post racist shit, I know I don't associate with you. So sorry, not my thing.
That's it.
I walk away from you. I dust I beat the dust from my feet and I walk. If you come back to me and try to, well, everyone's doing it, or it's okay, you're in a mind prison. You need to learn how to just accept me casually using the N-bong and going on about the juice. No, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. I'll walk away. But no, I'm gonna walk away. No, you do you, because that's just not me. You don't have a right to disassociate with me. I chase you down with a group of people and try to stop you from going away. You told me to walk away from you. I'm doing that. We're going to chase you down and assault and attack and defame and dox and all the other shit that people try to do to a person like me who wants to walk away from a group like that. And you force me to then pay attention, block your attacks, and then find out who the fuck's attacking me. And then go, oh, okay, here's my defense to that. Leave me alone. No, you can't walk away. It's just weird. It's weird.
Very.
You don't agree with what I have to say? I don't. I want to walk away. We're not going to let you. Okay, I think you really should. Swing? Hey, what you swinging me for? Now my fucking guard's up, and now I'm going to take you out. You're on the ground in an arm lock, and I'm putting my knee on the back of your neck, and I'm going, if I let you up and not break your fucking arm in 3 places, maybe even give
Will
you
you
a
leave
little
me
bit of a
alone?
neck problem, will you just leave me alone? No. Well, then why should I let you up? Here's a broken wrist to fucking remind you of it, and I walk away. I'm the victim. He broke my wrist. As you then come back with a group of people and do the same thing. This is the bully tactics that we're seeing this Gestapo happening. Telling these kids they can't post stupid shit online. Every person they arrested looked to be a teenager. They showed 2 different people being arrested at least, and they're both teenagers. Why are teenagers getting arrested for posting teenage shit? I don't care. They should only have to suffer social consequences. If they have a group of friends they're doing this with and they really won't, then let them hang out with them. But if it's my son, I'm pulling his fucking ass over and say, look, our family name is way too good for you to post that shit. Why'd you do that for? Oh, it's a shit post. So it's just trying to be funny. When I scroll through the rest of your feed, oh, you've been doing this a lot. Oh, you're hanging out with this 1488 Aryan, blah, blah, blah. Okay, your internet privileges are cut off. What? Get a job that could pay for your own internet? And by the way, if your boss sees this shit in today's climate, this is bad. You might also be going online and be spreading, dude, there's some shit, dude. I got some comparisons to make.
My oldest son was...
It's deviant behavior, and I won't tolerate it.
He was going down that road of being a racist, and I said, dude, knock it off. But my stepfather talks like that. I don't care. You have my last name.
Not his.
You represent me.
That's right.
And I ain't about that.
Optics matter. So anyhow, the Germans think that optics are the only thing that matter. No, substance does too, but they don't understand that the optics of this is really bad. No one should ever get arrested for posting a racist, anti-Semitic, or whatever meme. It should only be if it's a call for violence. That's it. Call for violence. All the lefties that are posting, I want to sacrifice Trump supporters at this church. That person should be arrested. From our perspective, threatening violence upon people, which has happened to me a lot, it's just kind of weird. It's just weird. That when the fucking cops knock on your door for calling for violence, that you're the boo-hooing and you're the victim. Really? How about no call for fucking violence? We're seeing lefties boo-hoo-hooing as they're being let out of their apartments in handcuffs by the cops here because they said, I want to kill every Trump supporter I see, and if you're a Trump supporter, I'm going to do this too. And this person saying, in this church, oh, I'm going to, we're going to sacrifice a Trump supporter because I don't like him, No, this is not arrest worthy. What we saw that drag queen say is knock, knock, knock. That's for it. And people have lost their minds. Do you really think a racist meme hurt somebody, maybe emotionally, maybe a little bit psychologically, but did it cost someone their life? Did a black person see the meme and die? Did a brown person see the meme and go, hey? Was it that? Did that happen? Was it the Monty Python killing joke?
Isn't that why we have follow and unfollow on our computer screen?
Imagine that. You have the ability to ignore.
To walk away.
You have the ability to ignore. But when people refuse and you're forced to deal with them, they shouldn't squeal foul. When you have the advantage and you got them in an arm lock and they're on the ground crying with your knee on the back of their neck and your fucking body weight on that elbow and they're going, please let me out. I'm not going to stop because you're just so mean. You should just let me beat you up. That's what you should do. Let me physically harm you. Boo-hoo-hoo. Crack! Oh, that was my elbow joint. Yeah, it was. Because I told you to stop.
I think we just need to go back to the way we used to do things, the Gen X.
That's right.
Let's just meet at the freaking baseball field and have it out.
Back in the day. We can't do that. I'm always speaking situationally, like I said, someone swings on me. What did I say? I go and put my guard up. Then I intercept the next attack, take you to the ground, and then I'm arm locking you and talking to you and asking you what the fuck's up. You refuse to cooperate with, hey, let's have a little peaceful conversation. Don't be surprised when you have a joint that's been broken after it's done. I've had to do that in real life for people that physically did swing at me. Me telling you that if you were to physically attack me, I will defend myself in this manner. Again, it's not even a threat. I hear people like, oh my God, Zeus, he said he would defend himself from us. How dare he? Call the cops.
It just...
This person posted a meme on the internet. Oh my God, call the police.
I laugh at memes, even if they're about me.
Oh my
it's
God.
funny.
It's so dumb. Memeses! The memeses are so meme. He gave me a down dude. Oh my God, down dudes are felonies.
Oh my God, they said I like...
So, me describing a few times on this stream saying, look, if someone walks up to me, takes a swing, I block, I intercept, I trap, I lock, I say there's consequences for you not saying peace. Because I'm not going to let you stand up with the ability to swing that arm at me again, so it's at least going to be your elbow or your wrist when you choose. If it's your shoulder, you're in a world for hurt. Trust me, you don't want me to Kimura your ass.
Just throw punch him and be done with it.
Yeah. Nah.
Throw punch.
My bare hyper defensive techniques work well. Also gives me a chance to Mr. Miyagi you just before I give you Paime. So.
Sweet like Danielson.
When people want to talk tough on the internet, I'm like, hey, look, you do you. I'm never going to threaten you. Never have. I've never threatened a single person ever on the interzones for any reason. Well, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. No, it doesn't happen like that. But when someone tells you to leave them alone and you refuse to, don't be surprised.
Leave them alone.
Yeah. So what we got here
Ugh.
is all these lefties who refuse to understand that we are the people that wish to be left alone. Elon says everybody dies, but not everybody lives. This TikToker calls for Elon and Trump to be assassinated. Again, we got libs of TikTok, libs of TikToking, and extremists, and everybody in our circle, including the KDS people, are clapping. So they get libs of TikTok for saying similar shit. Let's not do that, folks. Here we go.
Listen, all the Elon Trump stuff, it's getting to a point, man. It's getting like somebody's gonna have to, preferably someone who's already doing it, you know, so one of y'all. But somebody's gonna have to just throw their life away on this one, you know. Just kind of take one for the team, you know, just somebody has got to just, you know, kind of get in there and go make history.
How about you do it?
You know who you are. You know who you are. So just buck up and do your duty, you know? Listen, all the Elon Trump stuff.
So he's saying, speaking in code, okay, someone's going to have to throw their life away, take one, you know, take care of this. These people think they're heroes. They think that they think that they're correct. When you say to them, please stop attacking me, leave me alone, walk away, and they refuse, and then they escalate, because they think that you beating your feet away from them is a sign of weakness. They chase you like a pack of dogs, barking at you. Row, 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 row. When you turn around and face them, and then one of those dogs leaps at you to bite you and tear your throat out, and you kick that dog hard in the ribs, and that dog goes flying across the yard, and all the other ones go, oh, look how mean you are. Hurt that poor dog. I'm going to attack you too. And then they get taken down too. Then they run around screaming, I got attacked. No, you tried to jump on that guy and he kicked you in your nuts or kicked you in the dick, kicked you in the chest. He took your knee out. Why are you crying? You're the aggressor. You show up in a pack of people and aggress on somebody. They then counterattack and ba-boom, ba-bing, ba-bam. Oh my God, the tiger claw. Oh, I had your ear got pulled off. Oh no. You think Mike Tyson ain't got nothing on me? He's like, I'm a nibble. I'm like, no, I can grab hold of the ear and no chicken wings and beer. So if someone sticks their tongue in your ear while they're grappling with you, you're going to let go. It's effective. We got people threatening to murder Elon or asking for someone to go and murder Elon and Trump. This is the same. This is incitement. This is incitement. This is what it sounds like. This is a crime, not because he himself is going to do the deed. He's asking someone else, would someone please rid me of this priest? This is called stochastic terrorism, where they themselves don't cross the line with the language they use directly at the target. What they do is they influence other vulnerable people, susceptible people, to then go and do it. That's why it's illegal. When you attack a vulnerable person repeatedly, driving them insane repeatedly, seeing that their responses are a little unhinged and maybe hyper emotionally, and you continue to attack a vulnerable person in public, calling them all kinds of names, instigating everything, and that person can be pushed to the edge, you will be held responsible for that person's actions as stochastic terrorism. When you're trying to be calm and rational and talk to them privately and calm them down and soothe them, tell them, okay, I see what's happening. I understand what's going on. And you get, look, I have similar experiences. When you do that, you're trying to help that person. But when you group up on people and you attack them repeatedly, you get people like this. This person is no different than somebody that gangs up on someone online in a chat room or at a discussion board and all push on that person and try to make them feel that they're isolated, alienated, alone, ostracized. It's the same thing as getting a little kid in kindergarten. Kids know it from the earliest of age. You take kids to the kindergarten, put one kid in the middle, have all the kids stand around them in a circle and start screaming, chair, 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 and just incessantly to say the word chair to this kid, he'll start crying. They're not saying any mean words if they're doing a mean action by encircling, isolating, and then attacking. It's a struggle session. This person is trying to perform a struggle session upon somebody in his audience who's vulnerable because he knows that his followers will also say the same thing. He's asking for one of his unhinged followers to do something because he wants it to happen. He's asking for someone to please rid me of this priest. That's what's happening here. And I see this happening elsewhere. It's disturbing, but this is what a cult does. So listen to this guy, listen to what he says again, and look at it from a cult perspective. Remember, he's not talking to no one. He's talking to all of his followers.
Listen, all the Elon Trump stuff, it's getting to a point, man. It's getting like somebody is gonna have to, preferably someone who's already doing it, so one of y'all. But somebody's gonna have to just throw their life away on this one, just kind of take one for the team, just somebody has got to just, kind of get in there and go make history.
You know who you are. You know who you are. So just buck up and do your duty, Listen.
He's actually talking to somebody directly by saying that you know who you are. Buck up, go there, throw your life away, go make history. This is how clever evil is starting to get.
Yep.
If you start to try to suggest that someone should take their own life by going and trying to kill Elon Musk and Trump, you're the enemy. If you go onto online spaces like this guy just did TikTok, is TikTok an online space? Yes or no? TikTok, is it online or is it on paper? TikTok is online, yes? I'm asking you a question, Newt.
Yeah. Yes, I said yes.
He said yes. So it's an online space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy's using an online space. How many people have TikTok, you think? Anybody know? There's like billions of people with TikTok.
Yeah,
billions.
It's like 300-400 million people.
And how many people have X? Billions.
Billions.
How many people have access to Facebook and Instagram? All these things, all these clips are being shared all those places.
Hundreds of millions.
And then all the little cheap ones, like what Kick and Odyssey and
Gab.
And then we got Gab. And then we also have Rumble. I'm sharing it here on Rumble off of Twitter. This guy knows he's reaching billions. He's waiting for one of the billions to get the idea and the gumption to take this guy up on becoming a person that gets in there and makes history and takes one for the team and sacrifices himself. It's weird. Yeah, sacrifice came up for the second time in the conversation. Bizarre.
And he's got followers. The guy's got followers. He's a liberal. He's a leftist comedian in Boston.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
It's on the screen. I have to embiggenate it. Let's see here. The other Darius.
Yes, Darius.
So y'all look up the other Darius on TikTok and tell me what you see. See, I have a TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
I got it right here. Let's see here.
The other Darius. I bet you it's offline. Deleted.
Let's see here. Oh, there he is. 100,000 followers.
Is that all?
I just learned what an expat is. Y'all don't feel goofy saying stuff like that? If you don't know, there are folks who like leave the States to live somewhere like Europe and work abroad because times is really tough out here. And that's called being an expat. But like there's already phrases for that. You immigrant. You're someone who is fleeing your country to find a better quality of life in a different country. Ultimately, you're going to work in that country to bring American money to you in that new country. Like a migrant worker. No, I ain't a migrant, I'm an expat. Shut up.
Oh, no, that's different. It's not the same. I'm an expat. I'm an expat.
Do y'all understand how
Isn't he hilarious,
when people say
Kang?
stuff like that?
So what he's not understanding and what he's not really getting is that we have an illegal migrant problem here, not a migrant problem here, not an immigrant problem here. If we didn't have the illegals, we wouldn't even be talking about immigration. The amount of people that come here illegally is a fraction of the amount of people that come here illegally every year. And the ones that come here illegally every year have to be able to provide their own shit. They can't just come here and just go on welfare. And if they are, well, then we need to change that.
Not only that, if you wanted to go work in Europe, you have to apply to go there. You just can't just show up.
Wood Geek just says, wife just here in the office called me an asshole for offering to buy her a hockey helmet. No idea why she'd say that, rolling on the floor laughing. I don't know. Yeah.
For a retard.
Astro, yeah, he retard. Astro says, that's usually a lacrosse helmet.
Yeah.
So Astro says, I think this guy is talking to himself, just, girding his loins and shit. Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's doing. This guy's trying to talk himself into killing Trump and Elon. This is a person I'd be paying attention to. Libs of TikTok's people for a reason. Let's see what else this asshole has to say.
I am not Polynesian. I'm actually black and Mexican. A lot of people don't believe the second half, but if I buzzed this and shaved this, I'm a whole Latin knight, bro. I'm a essay, cause I'm a whole. I am not.
Yo. Okay. Here we go.
These are the type of people that we.
What's that?
These are the type of people I'm surrounded by here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's a real shame. We got him doing a response video. All right. I guess that's a thing. Here we go. I guess we're going to have to start doing some response videos.
Does anyone else not remember
I can't remember my life. This is what he just says.
anything in their life?
This is real as hell because I don't know who I am. I was recently in like a group discussion and everybody talking about Europe, and I was like, yeah, I've never been. I never visited Europe. And a friend of mine who like knows me, he turned me. He was like, didn't you live in Greece? I was like, oh shit, yeah. And it got me thinking, like, what if that's the reason that like dad lore or like, you know, your dad's stories, it's so rare? Because he don't know, he don't remember. This happens to me, I'm 25. Imagine being like 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, like you don't know.
speaking of father, and long story short, I was having a discussion. My sister was there, and we was talking about like when we go to the hospital, what we tell them for medical history, and that like mine is fine. And she corrects me, my sister, and she's like, "You don't tell them Dad had cancer?" I was like, "Who? What?" And she's like, "Yeah, Dad had cancer. You don't remember?" I was like, "No."
Does anyone else not remember?
So what he's describing is that what you don't think about every day, what muscle you don't flex every day, what muscles you don't flex every day, or muscles that you lose. And your memory is sort of like that. It's elastic like that. He's been parking those things in his mind further and further back because he's falling into the 67 percentile on almost other subjects. He doesn't, on almost all of his subjects, he doesn't really think beyond the surface level. He thought he was being clever when he said, "Oh, you're an expat, you're an immigrant."
How do you not remember your father having cancer?
Because he's been 67 percentiling his brain for a while longer now. He's only been using 33% of his brain most of the time.
My father's cancer is like seared into my brain.
Right.
It was tragic. I mean, I don't know. Guess he wasn't close to his dad.
Probably not. And maybe that's because of that another, what is it now? 76% percentile in this demographic tend to not have a father in the home. Almost 80%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tragic. That's another cultural problem we can fix. Another cultural problem we can fix. You know, we can grab that cultural problem, drag it to the ground, put it in an arm bar and say, fix, or we break this wrist. You know, that's another one we can do. I'm on the jiu-jitsu tonight, man. I can't believe I'm on the jiu-jitsu tonight. I want to take all those ideological issues and put them in a standing arm bar.
Kinesis got a good point in the chat.
So what we got here is Kinesis.
Classic symptom of brainwashing.
Yeah. And remember, everything is indoctrination. Everything, good and bad. You have to be indoctrinated to be good. The default nature of people is to be bad and evil. We are fallen. We used to have no concept of either good or evil when we were in the Garden of Eden, hence the fruit of knowledge being the forbidden one. It was the knowledge of good and evil. We didn't know there was such a thing as good and bad. You might want to say, well, maybe we weren't fully sentient. Fine. You got to think about it. Now that we've eaten that, we're in a fallen state. And that's why we have to be redeemed. That's why we have to be able to cast out said demons and say, "Devil, get behind me now," and accept Christ as our Savior, to be washed in the blood of the Lamb and become the line of Abraham, to be able to sit beside him at the throne. But that's what a lot of people forget, that our default nature is to be good, but we corrupted that, and now our default nature is bad. We have to prove ourselves to be good. It takes effort. Sometimes
our
it's
default
easier
was
just
to be bad.
To be bad. Our default's to be greedy and selfish. That's why I tell people war is always about one monkey wanting more coconuts than another monkey. And he's willing to go over and bonk that monkey in the head, do war upon him to take his coconuts. Once you understand that that's the most basic primitive form of war, and the motivation is always the same, when people are like, Putin is stop because they're trying to take away the democracy of Ukraine. No. He just wants Ukrainian land to get access to the Black Sea so he can have a warm port to use and be able to do natural gas exports and keep the economy of Russia going. It's all about the economy, stupid. No, he wanted to be able to do this, and Zelensky said no, and they couldn't agree on a price. They were about to, and we interfered because war makes us money because we don't have products anymore. We have the only products that we produce now or drugs, people for trafficking, including children, and weapons. That's all we actually produce. Everything else is being a service-based economy. We have services now instead of products. That's why our products had to be replaced. Like our McDonald's was replaced from real food with synthetic food because we couldn't afford the real McDonald's anymore because we don't manufacture anything anymore. We've become idiocracy with bombs.
Wait a minute. There's no more red worms in the burgers?
Apparently no. So here we got this.
No more kangaroo meat in the quarter
pounder? I wish, but no. It's got to go back to 100% pure Soylent Brown. That's what you get to eat.
Oh,
So anyhow, that rant there. So understand, whenever someone says they want to do war upon you, it's all about whatever resource that they want. They don't want you taking away your resources with you. When you're a successful person that promotes people and you boost people and you heal people and you help people, people that can't do that for themselves claw at you. Bring that back over here. Be under my control. That's what they're all about. That's what we're seeing between Putin and Zelensky. It's a price negotiation. It's a business thing. It's about the resources. It's about the resources. It's not about the ideology. It's just land.
It's
people
not even
are
that
resources.
anymore.
Land and people are resources.
Zelensky just wants to keep the power.
Correct. And how does he get there?
And the only way he can do
it goes
that
back
is
to
to keep
what?
this war going.
Is resources. He wants to keep the money coming in to sit around and do nothing. Again, he's found another way to have more coconuts than the other monkey. He's just figured out.
If the war stops, then they're going to have an election, and he's going to be voted out.
Correct. The war is another.
The only way that he can keep his power is to keep it in a war,
right, and be a hero.
Keep martial law in place.
Yeah, of course. So he
wants to burn Ukraine down and rule over the ashes.
Correct. So, like I said, you've gone right back to my argument. Over the resources. That's what it's all about. I'll be the king on the mountain of ashes. As long as he has more coconuts than the other monkey, even if it's only one, he gets the biggest dopamine hit out of that. And
get your hands off my coconut.
Correct. I'll burn everything down and I'll rule over the ashes of the last coconut as long as I'm the monkey on top. Dopamine. Always bolsters that point. So let's talk about people that are not getting their adrenochrome supply, because Tom Hanks is looking rough. But here he is mocking. He goes on
he is.
SNL and mocks every Trump supporter. Here we go.
How you doing now? Now, I heard a fellow could win some money here, and I know exactly who that is. The church lady.
Yes, that is correct, Doug. Thank you. That is the church lady. $400 for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, now, speaking of church, can I say something? If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in.
Oh, how? Oh.
You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir.
Oh, so we just said that as well, but he's going to try to smear us for saying that by doing this. Here we go.
A fellow could win some money here, and I know exactly who that is. The church lady.
Yes, that is correct, Doug. Thank you. That is the church lady. $400 for you.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, now, speaking of church, can I say something? If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now.
You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir. Here we go.
No.
Like that. Oh, no, it's just a handshake. Yeah, it's just a handshake. Yeah, all right. You're welcome to Black Jeopardy anytime.
All right. Well, thank you, my brother. Maybe I'll start a show for you to come on, and we'll call it White Jeopardy.
No, we don't need it. Let's slow it down a little bit, Doug. All right, we're going to take a break. When we return to Black Jeopardy, we will see if anyone has watched any of this year's Oscar movies. I doubt it.
So he takes some a funny thing we would have seen in the 1970s and 80s is Black Jeopardy, and it would have been like all ghetto culture and fun shit like that. It would have been like who could snort the most amount of cocaine, Tukey or Rah Rah? Someone would go James Brown, and it would have been funny. Everyone would have laughed. Eddie Murphy would have done it, but they decided to put Tom Hanks in as a parody of the average Trump supporter. Says something reasonable, and then he goes, "Oh no, I can't touch a black man's hand." Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
To say, oh, if you're a white person wearing the red hat and you believe people need to go back to church,
you're
also a racist too. That's why I talk about the intersectionality of the communities. If you got people screaming, "Oh, Hitler with the good dude and frick the Jews and the world is flirt," they're painting us with this too. He's showing you exactly what it's like when assholes go on to public fucking pages and start calling for violence against people, public officials. You're making all of us that share that space, you're tarring us all with that too. So if you leave that particular group because of it, people go, hey, how dare you? We're free speech, you're absolutist. You can say what you want, even calls for violence. Like, no, you can't. Optics matter, and there are limits to speech. You cannot call for violence. That drag queen we showed earlier, do you or do you not agree, should get a knock from the FBI? I agree. If you disagree, put it in the fucking chat. But if you also disagree with me when I say that the kid in Germany who posted the racist meme shouldn't be getting a knock at the door by the
I don't think she
police.
should get a knock on the door by the FBI, but I think the local cops should be involved.
I'm saying you talked about sacrificing a Trump supporter. What were you referring to? We just want to make sure we're clear that you're not going to go out and try to murder somebody and we find them strung out in some sort of bloody ritual sacrifice. We just want to make sure. Oh, it's just jokes. I wasn't being serious. Okay, well, we're taking a look at your social media. Looks like you say that an awful lot. Oh, we're looking at your criminal history. Looks like you've actually done that once before. We probably suspect maybe you shouldn't do that again. That's enough of a knock from the sheriff. That should usually set most people straight.
I think Darius needs a knock on the door from the FBI and
yeah, because it's stochastic terrorism.
Secret Service.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to be arrested.
Yeah, because that was stochastic terrorism trying to incite violence against Donald Trump, the president, and Elon Musk, a member of the cabinet. Whereas the other one was a local problem. Yeah.
No, Elon's not a member of the cabinet.
Well,
he's
either
a special
one.
government employee.
Well, that's what I mean. He's a member of the admin. Yeah. So cabinet / cut that underscore it, flip it out, slap admin in there. He's part of the admin right now. So clearly in the most administrative way, he's actually administrating some of Trump's policies by using Doge to do that. So, forgive, no squish, no kill, no hurt, no squash, no squelch. So I agree. The drag queen should get a knock by the sheriff. Yep. The guy on the inner zones is doing it on TikTok, asking for someone to just stochastically commit assassination against Trump. He should get an FBI, Secret Service visit. And there goes Nelly. Yep. Oh,
Nelly.
She come magically materializing. She just loves going on stream with me. Look at that pussycat.
She's always around you, especially when we're gaming.
She loves being in the studio. See, I'm a love, peace, and chicken grease kind of guy. I'm a dude that wants, hey, look, well, you do you over there, I do me over here. But if you insist on attacking me, I'm going to defend myself. If you insist on threatening me, I'm going to find out who you are. I'm not going to just take threats from some anonymous person on the internet and not respond to that shit. You can get mad about it all you want and call it what you like. But if you don't do that, then you don't get that. This guy that's going on and on by, oh my God, we got to find somebody to take one for the team. And we have to
take one for the team.
Yeah. Like this asshole here. This here is stochastic terrorism. When someone threatens you directly, says you're a traitor, traitors only get one punishment, and then you go to his social media and he's like, traitors get death, and he's screaming that, he's threatening you. That's what this asshole doesn't understand, and neither does that one. This guy needs a knock by the FBI because it's in the Secret Service, because it's Trump that he's threatening, in addition to Elon being an admin, part of the administration.
Yep.
Other people get knocks on the doors by sheriffs and sheriff's deputies because they say stupid shit locally, like the drag queen. Oh, yeah, Trump supporter. We should just sacrifice you. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know what you mean. And I think the sheriff should have a conversation with you.
Could you explain it to us, please?
Right. Imagine the drag queen then screaming, they tried to kill me. The cops came to the door and asked me a question. They were nice.
They swatted me.
Oh my God! They tried to have me killified. They had tried to have the SWAT team come in. Fuck you! When a cop shows up, puts their card in your door, and then comes back a day or two later and says hi and has a pleasant little chuckling conversation with you. You're not being swatted, you retard. You're having someone asking you a question politely. Swatting is what happens to Tim Pool when an anonymous phone call is called in. And say Tim Pool's Tim Pool's holed up in his house with a gun and a bomb. He wants to blow himself up, and then they come in and forcibly enter. That's swatting. When you get a friendly little knock, 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 and they say, "Are you online threatening people?" because this person said you are, and we have these images here that you are. You have a history of this stuff. You need to stop. Oh, and by the way, you have a criminal record where you're violent. You need to stop that too. That ain't swatting, dummy. It's so retarded. It's like you being a bank robber. You're in the middle of committing a bank robbery and someone hits the fucking silent alarm. The cops show up. They go, "You're trying to kill me with the cops." Dude, you're robbing the bank. You have a gun in my face. I don't have a gun, so I hit the silent alarm. You're so mean, sis. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. No, you're robbing the bank. And then the cops show up to stop you. You're so mean. Everybody feel bad for me. Oh, get fucked. You're lucky that Batman didn't show up and kick the shit out of you. It's so bad. Yeah, the chat says Nelly the ghost cat. That's fucking hilarious. But it's these assholes right here. If the FBI shows up at his house, you know what he's going to do? He's going to sit there and say, Libs of TikTok tried to swat me and have me killed.
Yep.
That's what this asshole, then he'll claim victimhood. He'll then put up a gift and go, oh, boo-hoo-hoo, my legal defense.
Nope. I guarantee you the next video will be, they're racist. They called the cops and
On
said
a black
I
man.
threatened somebody.
Right.
This is all about my skin color.
Right. It's so dumb. It's so fake. It's so the realm of the fagoots. If I ever want to make my son laugh, all I have to do is speak like foreign man. You ever do the foreign man impression? I need to go to the bathroom. Where is your bathroom? And they're like,
what?
Bathroom? Yes. What he says. Bathroom. Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. But this guy will say, no, it's just comedy, bro. No, I do comedy. My show is jokes. My show is humor. This guy was doing stochastic terrorism.
You know who you are, so just buck up and
not
do your
even
duty,
funny.
you know?
You know who you are. You know who you are. Just buck up.
You know who you are.
He's talking to people in his audience that he knows are vulnerable. He knows that they're vulnerable. He knows this.
Seems the left does a lot of grooming.
Oh, yeah. Getting people to do things for them. Yeah. You know what? And next thing, the person is running at you. Wee! I heard you did this. I heard you said this. I'm so mad at you because someone told me to be. Very familiar. Lots of fucking poodles on the internet are very much like that. Come fist flying with their stupid little tails wagging, thinking they're going to get a Scooby snack, a poodle snack for doing it. It's the same thing. This guy is preying upon the poodles of the inner zones. The paranoid peanut butter poodles in pajamas are being targeted by assholes like this. And chicks named Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. Show your titties on the internet. Invite a guy to a 500-mile flight. Roxanne. You got your doormat tonight. That shit for money. Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like I'm on the crazy train?
That's right. But Kang, you pulled off a good tech support voice, you know, and the Pakistani guy who wants you to believe this. His name is. He's like this. Okay, thank you for the holding. My name is David. No, your name is probably Nahasapina Pedalon, your last name, you know. I am Sharon Stone. That's right, the tech support guy. Thank you for the hold. We're going to restart your computers. Recomputer, it's going to be restarting. And as I say fuck to you. He goes, no, I say fuck to you. No, I say fuck to you. You don't say fuck to me. I say fuck to you. Call up two separate tech support places with two different phones and have them argue with each other. Why did you call me? I didn't call you. You called me. No, I need tech support. No, I give tech support. You need tech support. I give tech support. Don't say fuck to me. I say fuck to you. That's what it'll wind up being. That and you call two Chinese restaurants with two different phones and lean them against each other and they'll argue as well. Okay, 15-minute, and both orders will arrive on time and be correct. Could you imagine
from Prince Albert and a can?
Imagine this. Sassafras says, bless your heart. Jennifer 4130 says, if I see anyone open carry a gun, I'm pepper spraying them, immediately taking their gun and holding them there till the police arrive. One more time. If I see anyone open carrying a gun, I'm pepper spraying them, immediately taking their gun and holding them there till the police arrive. And the police arrive with what? Open carry guns. This person is not essentially opposed to people having guns and open carrying them because they're okay with the police showing up with open carry to arrest you. They just don't want you to do it.
I just hope it's not a trained cop or a soldier.
Undercover cop.
Who's been pepper sprayed probably more times than you can imagine and can pretty much do anything.
Fights through it and then shoots you because you assaulted them with the intent.
And attempted to grab their gun.
Or you pepper sprayed them, did grab their gun, they fight through it, they grab the gun and kill you. They would be within their rights to do so.
Yep.
And you deserve it.
And that would be an FAFO moment.
FO. You would definitely, I'd say, see, Donald Trump would tell you.
Grab him by the pussy.
Grab him by the pussy. Don't grab him by the gun. Make love, not war. Grab him by the pussy, not by the pistol. You fuck around like this, you're going to find the fuck out. The pepper spray burns. One spray, and you're south of the border. You won't be like Homer Simpson going, incapacitating. Sprays his nachos. It's just so fucking funny. You're going to wind up DED. Don't do these things. Don't do these things. That cop will fight through the pepper spray and he'll be like, holy shit. Holy shit. You're right. This is, again, another fuck around and find out moment. This is not smart. Do not do this. Again, this person is telling you what they are going to do. This is a knock at the door. I'm going to do this to anyone that fill in this blank. We had a woman, a white woman, claim that she was going to gun down any white man she saw on the street after dark. She says you don't even have to approach her. She'll just shoot you. And that she'll get an award and a medal because you were a white guy at night. She's been brainwashed into believing that there's rashes of white dudes running around at night, robbing, raping, and killing people. And she is within her rights to do that. She said this right after the Donald Trump election, assuming that all white men voted for Donald Trump. Therefore, she can shoot you because you're a danger to her and her existence. I showed it on one of my previous shows. Reason for you guys to go back and watch those replays. Give them some thumbs up and some comments, everybody, and some shares. But the reality of the situation is that this show talks about hard-hitting things, unpleasant truths about your local news, your local defense, your local town. We have to worry about Donald Trump only to a degree. We can't have much effect. We voted him in, now he's on his own. Representative government is going to do its thing. You still have to pay attention to Tukey and Rara. The people that are interfering in your life or interacting with you in the real life are far more important than Donald Trump. Don't forget that. Your family first. Family first. Someone threatens you and your family, take the appropriate actions to defend yourself. Find out who they are.
God, family, country.
That's right. And once you understand that, remember, the country is here to serve you because you serve it. God doesn't serve you. You serve God. You serve others. You serve your country, but that country is the one thing that's supposed to serve you back. We got your back. We promise you go to war, we'll take care of you. You're a first responder, we'll take care of you. If you're doing civil service, we'll take care of you. If you're doing good and you're publishing good and you're putting good out there, we'll take care of you. That's what the country does in return.
And the country hasn't been doing that.
It hasn't been doing that, and a lot of people become disillusioned, hence the reason why this retard here thinks they can just gun you down. They can take your gun, pepper spray you, take your gun, and hold you till the police get there. They don't say what they'll do if you actually struggle enough. Are they going to kill you? This is the 67%er in the Milgram experiment that said they would do you in themselves. Remember that. You will live under constant real threat. Be aware of it. Learn to discern what you need to worry about. If your amygdala has become hypersensitive to every little thing, it's a problem. Your amygdala should be healthy and should go ding, 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 ding when it hears something possibly problematic, possibly threatening. It's there to help keep you alive. But if it's going off on things and you're allowing other people to trigger your amygdala, not actually you yourself experiencing what they say you should worry about, but you're worrying about it because other people tell you should. If someone gets you lathered up to go attack a third person, fist flying because they heard all this bad shit about you, they were never shown a receipt, they were just told a bad thing, then they're taking advantage of a vulnerable person.
Yeah.
Imagine a person out there, let's say, doesn't get enough sleep, suffers from chronic physical pain problems.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah, has apnea, has chronic fibro, has all these other things. And these things cause this person to have great discomfort. And you're always in their ear going, you know what, that person, I don't like, you shouldn't like them either. And you should go and do this and you should go and do that. And you pat them on the back every time they run and they go and attack that person that you told them to go and do. And they come back, see what I did? I attacked
good job.
You're evil. Taking advantage of a vulnerable person. This person here was taking advantage of, they're also trying to get someone else to take the idea. Just like the guy I showed you earlier, that guy that was saying, hey, look, we need someone to take one for the team.
Yep.
So the theme of the show, I guess, just turned into the fact of vulnerable populations and people. We should look to protect them. Inoculate them with truth. Tell them, look, don't engage, don't react with people like this. Walk away from them, get out of the cult, de-radicalize yourself. Don't be on the internet threatening people, blah, blah. It's not what you need to do. Don't be attacking people. Just understand there are people that move in coordinated groups. This guy is talking to 100,000 followers, and 100,000 of those people now got amplified because 33 million impressions on this video on Twitter from lips of TikTok. 33 million impressions.
Not only 100,000, but then it gets reposted by other people, and it goes out to their followers.
Like
we're talking millions of people.
33 million on this one video alone. So he went from 100,000 people reach, and you know that only about a fraction of those actually watch. Out of 100,000, he'll get, I don't know, 3,000 people watching, maybe 13, maybe 30 if he's lucky. It's never a third. It's almost a fraction. He'll get like maybe about 1,000 people out of 100,000 watching. He just got 33 more million people see what he had to say. That's just why this stuff is dangerous and needs to be called out. And it needs to be called out truthfully, honestly. And we need to be able to show people why they shouldn't be doing this. I want to say thank you all for coming out. That is the show. We're going to wrap that up. We're going to go back to Reaper Radio. We're going to put on the Reaper tunes for you guys so you guys can enjoy all night long music still. We're going to let that all roll out for you guys. I want to say good night to all of you. Newt, thank you for coming out. Tell them all again who you are and where you can be found.
Thanks, Kang, for having me on tonight. It was fun.
Oh, it's fun. Where can they find you?
I can be found Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 on MAGA Mornings with Alan Jacoby. Thursday night, 6:30 to 7:30. Conversations at the Dinner Table with Jonathan Allen. And 7:30 to 9, usually I'm here.
Always a good thing. Always a good thing. Always a good thing. I do appreciate everything you guys have, is, am, and be done. Thank you for coming. Thank you for chilling. I do appreciate. We'll see you guys again. I'll be back again. Okay, it's Monday through Friday. That's Monday, 7:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 9. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Good night and God bless. I'll be back again tomorrow. Again, probably more some Path of Exile at some point before I go live. And we may have another Thomas, the Freeman Report, maybe going there too. All right. Just want to say thank you. Good night. God bless. 24-hour music is going on. Peace out.